From the CBS Bay Area studios, this is KPIX 5 News.
Some time for a look at this morning's top stories. This morning, face coverings are now mandatory in 2 more Bay Area counties. San Francisco and Alameda County have joined Sonoma in implementing the public order. Marin and Contra Costa County will wait until Wednesday to give residents time to get the masks they need. Violators in these counties could face a fine or even jail time. Startling results from Stanford researchers show the coronavirus infection rate in Santa Clara County may be up to 85 times higher than the number of confirmed cases. The study shows how few people actually get tested, suggesting there are many more infections that are not being counted. A church in Contra Costa County has been cited after the pastor allegedly held services in defiance of the shelter-in-place order. About 40 people packed the church on Easter. The pastor is vowing to continue Sunday services and to fight that ticket. Today marks the 114th anniversary of the 1906 earthquake. The 7.9 magnitude quake struck at 5:12 a.m. on the morning of April 18th. The destruction took the lives of more than 3,000 San Franciscans. This year, there are no remembrance ceremonies because of coronavirus. A cannabis company in San Jose is making a big donation to workers fighting on the front lines. Volunteers from Caliva dropped off a truckload of protective gear to Valley Medical Center on Friday. The company had thousands of shoe covers, coverall suits, and sleeve covers that they typically use in their growing facility.
We're so proud that they're able to continue to keep our community safe, and certainly with our essential workers, we have a responsibility to do what we can, again, putting community over commerce.
The company also plans to donate part of their 420 weekend proceeds to Silicon Valley healthcare workers. San Francisco is offering a special deal to seniors to help them get around during the lockdown. The MTA is offering essential trip cards, giving them discounted taxi rides around the city. They're available to anyone 65 or older, as well as the disabled, and to provide 2 to 3 round trips a month at 20% off the regular cost. You can call 311 to apply or visit the SFMTA website. Some of us are perhaps drinking more during the pandemic. Now there's a word of warning from the World Health Organization. Alcohol is definitely not a cure for coronavirus. In fact, health officials say excessive drinking can actually weaken the immune system and exacerbate health vulnerability. The organization is encouraging governments to enforce measures that limit alcohol consumption. And if you get nervous about your mail, for advice from the health experts, there is no evidence that coronavirus is spreading through the mail or parcels. They say the risks are very low that the infection can remain on envelopes and packages, but it's always a good idea to wash your hands after handling them. Israel's mortality rate from coronavirus has hovered at just around 1%, the lowest anywhere in the world. And it's thanks to social and travel restrictions, as well as intensive care units like this one in Tel Aviv. It treats the most critical cases. Doctors are required to cover nearly every inch of their body and protective equipment. The same hospitals also offered families of coronavirus patients the rare opportunity to say goodbye to dying loved ones in person, providing them with head-to-toe protective gear and allowing 15 minutes to say goodbye. The Spanish government is recalling a large shipment of faulty surgical masks purchased from a Chinese supplier. The masks had already been distributed across the country, but some regional governments warned residents that the masks were damaged and unreliable. The Chinese manufacturer has allegedly promised to replace all of the damaged units. Spanish media reports that more than 350,000 masks are set to be recalled. State parks might be closed, but you can still witness a little bit of spring virtually. The Antelope Valley is painted with vibrant colors thanks to a brilliant bloom of poppies. The Poppy Reserve is closed to the public this year due to the coronavirus. Forecasters say a moderate bloom is expected this season. You can also check out the poppies at the Antelope Valley's live camera. Parks and beaches may be closed to visitors right now, but if you're looking to get outdoors, you can still visit our wetlands. Chopper 5 was over some of the marshes in the last couple of days. The Bay Area has more than 20 wetlands, including some space at San Francisco's Crissy Fields, Point Pinole in the East Bay, and Sunnyvale Baylands Park. For now, these areas are still open to visitors, but people must follow social distancing guidelines.
And the weather's going to do its part to make it feel a little easier to stay inside today. It's going to stay gray for most of the day, not just here at the beach, but even for inland locations. That's what it looks like over Dublin and the Tri-Valley right now. And of course, the city's looking at it too. This gray is going to stick around until we get into the early afternoon, and then we will get some breaks of blue sky today. Temperatures will be just a little warmer today than they were yesterday, but I doubt you'll notice. Tomorrow's identical to today. Both days are going to be difficult to tell them apart. Small chance of rain on Monday, but don't count on much. I didn't even put the drop on the 7-day, but we could get like a sprinkle. And then it's done. Sunshine and near 80 by the time we get to the end of next week.
All right, thank you. And it's time for us to call it a morning. Thanks so much for watching KPIX 5 News. We'll be back here tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. Enjoy your Saturday.